What up, though? What up, what up, what up? How everybody doing this evening? Grand Rising, good afternoon, good evening. 1, 2 on the check-in. What up, Sweet Tea in the building? Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Notification bell. About 15 minutes, let some people get in the chat. We're going to go into how to use trade lines, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. Fifteen minutes till we start. 15 minutes, let people get in the room. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Hit that like notification bell. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. 15 minutes, we'll start. Just gonna do a little trade line, talk about trade line. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get start to finish. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 15 minutes. Give you a little information about trade lines, what they're good for, how to use them, how to set them up. It's gonna give you a whole little read on trade lines. A lot of you all been calling me about trade lines, want to know about trade lines. So I'm gonna give you a little information on trade lines, how they work for you. A lot of people tell you they don't work for you. They just don't know how to use them right. You can't. For one thing, most people think they don't work because they don't have they got a file that's only consists of authorized users, abbreviation AUs. You can't have a file with just all AUs. Not gonna work. Not today. It won't. Maybe 5, 4, 5, about 6 years ago, maybe. Hit that like notification bell. Please hit the like notification bell. Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Cash App, please hit the Cash App. If you don't mind, so I can keep bringing this information to you. That Cash App, I keep information to you consistently. Won't have to charge you for it if you donate. So that's the key. Feed the teacher. So the teacher ain't got to charge you for the processes. That's how you do it. Feed the teacher. The teachers that taught you growing up didn't teach you shit. You didn't learn nothing from them. If you did, you wouldn't be here with me. All right, all right, all right, all right. Good afternoon, good evening. Five minutes. We live in this to the day that we die. We live in this to the day that we die. Shorty did a bid with you. Ain't no smiling. Mm-mm. Let's get it in. It's only appropriate we had that song there. Survival of the Fittest on Strong Survive. Are you one of the strong? Are you going to survive? Are you taking the vaccination? So how can you use trade lines? When an authorized user to a seasoned trade line credit report, trade line, the credit report does not show when the person was added. However, the full age of the credit account and the credit limit appear on the authorized user's credit report. This means that if the seasoned trade line has a 20-year history of being in good standing, the authorized user who is added will now have a positive history on the report. So whatever shows on that person's credit card trade line, that's what's going to show on your credit card trade line. It's going to be the exact mirror of what they have on theirs. Let's keep going. Authorized use trade lines can be bought or sold in marketplaces, different marketplaces. So you have different marketplaces that you can find trade lines. You can also find them with me. And I'll give you sources. I do charge from my source, but you and come to me. You're gonna pay wherever you go. So you're gonna want looking for trade lines. You're gonna have to pay wherever you go, and it's better to go to someone who knows than searching for a mission. So that's what I do, help you alleviate that chase and to provide you with a reputable source that will help you achieve what you're trying to achieve with the trade line. So what should you look for when finding a trade line? So most of the time you want to age trade line, season trade line. Are those the best? Those are trade lines that provide the most positive credit history. Excuse me. History, age of the trade line. So make sure your trade line has a little history on it. If you're using it for your SSN or your CPN, make sure your trade line has history. Please hit that notification bell. Subscribe, like, and share. Please hit the notification bell, subscribe, like, and share. Please hit the notification bell. I'm going to keep going. So, like I said, aged or seasoned trade lines are best. So a good seasoned trade line, 2 or 3 good seasoned trade lines with other positive accounts will do miracles for your credit. But you must have other positive accounts, no negative accounts. Don't have anything negative on your account when you're dealing with when you're adding trade lines. The purpose, unless you're adding secure cards, and that's a rebuilding phase. So you can use secure cards, but authorized users don't add those until you have some positive trade lines, secure cards, anything like that. Then do it. Then go that route. In general, the higher the limit, the better. Higher limit trade lines are more difficult to get and can also help lower utilization ratios as well. So we won't have that factor if you get them from me, because I'll walk you through that process. But higher limits are best. Higher limit trade lines are best. But when you're building or improving your Social Security profile, you want to have a mixture of trade lines, not same trade high, just all high trade lines. You want to build the profile as if it's been around for a while. So you want to have a mixture of new trade lines when you repair your credit and you got a clean file. And you want to only use trade lines that are guaranteed to post, but that's common sense. Of course, you only want to use trade lines that post, and that's why you want to be able to find good trade line sources that do post. That's imperative. So you definitely. And let's continue. And I'm gonna break it down for you, and it's gonna be not that lengthy though. An authorized use trade line or AU is an account on which you are listed as an authorized user, which means you are not liable for any charges incurred on the account. So, like I was saying, that you'll be adding, it's added from someone else's credit card. They're the primary responsible person for that. So, but in the event that they mess up, it also will affect your credit. So that's why you want to have a reputable trade line source, because they may put you on some people's cards that are on the brink of about to destroy themselves. So you want to make sure the people are on, that they're solid, and that they're not going to be trying to use the card frequently or often or at all. You really don't want them to use it at all. And that's how most trade lines are set up. Most people or companies, the utilization rates on the cards are very low, and the people don't use the trade line. They don't use the card. They just have a $30,000 credit limit sitting there, but they are making money off that by issuing the trade line. That's another hustle. If you have 2 or 3 credit cards in your account or your in your pocket right now, and they're all low balance, low utilizations, you can actually sell those slots. Each credit card has at least 4 to 6 slots that you can add friends and family members on, and you get, depends on the limit of the card, you get you anywhere from $2 to $1,000 per trade line. So you got a $10,000 Capital One card, 5-year history. You could charge someone $400 for that line. You got 5 lines, it's $2,000 every month. $2,000 every month, just off one credit card. And you put them on for 30 days, remove them. Or you can do a 60-day plan with them and remove them. Then put a new 5 people on the card, 4 or 5 people on the card. You never have to use the credit card at that point. You're only using it as a hustle. So you can have that $10,000 credit line, and that $10,000 credit line can make you anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 a month, just adding authorized users on your card. So it has this other than just having someone put you on their card. When you get your cards, you don't have to use them. Any little money you need, running the mill money or to run errands, you use that from giving payments on, accepting payments from the people using your card. It's all about managing yourself. Proper management. Most people don't have good money management skills. You got good money management skills, you ain't got to worry about going broke because you got good money management skills, common sense shit. So let's get back into it. Which means you're not liable for any charge incurred on the account. And as an example, sometimes parents will add their children as authorized users of the credit cards. As I was saying, when you are added as a user, often the full history of the account appears on your credit record. This is because credit records usually do not show the date the AU was added to the account. So as soon as you are added as an AU, your credit report may show years of history associated with the account. As I was explaining, this is why obtaining AU trade line through a friend or family member is a common way for people to start establishing a credit file. As I was explaining to you, I'm just using this as a guide so I can do it in steps in order, but pretty much everything that they're saying, I've already know. But and that's why you really want to see if your friends and family got it first. Your friends and family have the trade line first. You ain't got to go nowhere. You don't have to pay nobody to buy me. You don't have to do any of that. You can just get them on your own. Your friends and family help you out. So that's the cool thing about trade lines or authorized user trade lines. You really don't have to pay for them. You just got to find someone who care about you. That might be the hard part. Find someone who really care about you. People say they do, but they really don't. Okay, how to choose a trade line. Let's go into that. If you're paying to buy trade lines, you need to examine your own credit report. Consider whether adding a trade line could work for you. I agree. That's very important. Like I was just explaining a minute ago. Adding a trade line to a bulk file is not going to do anything for you. It's going to waste the money adding it, waste the time. So make sure before you add trade lines that your credit is clean. That's most important, having clean credit before you add trade lines. And once you add the trade lines, you can go for what you know. So if you purchase trade lines from a reputable business, they should have low utilization and a perfect payment history. Therefore, the only remaining factors to consider are the credit limit of the card, the age of the card, also known as the seasoning. The seasoning amount of years the card has been active from the time that the credit card company issued the credit card. So from that point forward, That's the history. That's the seasoning. An AU trade line with high limit can help lower your overall utilization ratio. So with that is saying, say you got 3 cards, say $5,000 limits on both cards. You got $4,000 on each. You get a AU credit card, say 30,000 on that AU credit card. That will lower the utilization on that whole file. And how do you record your utilization? It's simple. You combine the 4 cards, add up the total. So if it's 5,000, 4 cards, that's 20,000 by 4. So 4 times the 4 cards, 20,000 will give you of 5 years. So that's how you do that. It's very simple to find the utilization of your card. However, if you have individual credit cards with high utilization, these accounts will diminish the positive effect of adding the trade line. So just like I was explaining. So kind of defeats the purpose to add trade lines if you already got high limit, you use your limits on your cards. Can help a little bit, but still, when they pull that credit, they're gonna look and see that most of your cards are high limit and they're maxed out. So may work, may not, but I would just follow the rules of having low limits on your cards. Try to keep it low, then add trade line. That's the key. And at that 750, 800 score, 850 credit score, do what you want to do. Whatever you got planned, open a business, get your new car, house, all those terms will be in your favor at that point. When you 750, got low utilization, you got a mixture of high limit and low limit credit cards, 2 years to 10 years, somewhere in there. Yeah, you should be good. SSN is better than CPN, but uh, there you go. As we have emphasized on why age is the most valuable factor of the trade line. And the number one secret how to lock the power trade line. The age of the card is even more important than the credit limit. And I have to agree with that. The age of the card is almost more important than the credit limit. The credit limit is most important. So get on that. I'm at the credit limit. Excuse me. I misspoke there. Somebody's calling. Not the credit limit. Credit utilization. That seasoning. Having that strong seasoning on your card. That's what's good. That's what's important. Having good seasoning on your card. And the credit limit, that's cool. But that credit seasoning. Letting them know you've been around, you've been doing business, you've been established, you ain't bullying out here. That's what it's all about. Generally, a seasoned trade lines account that has been open and is good standing for at least 2 years. Make sure you take a note of that. At least 2 years. A lot of times you see 1 year on there. Those are cool if that's what you can afford. But you want at least 2. I say 3. Actionality. I say use 3 years. You're better off doing 3 years. After which is thought to have more positive impact on your credit file. The older the trade line, the better the impact it can have on your credit report. However, the trade your average age of accounts, this will decrease your average, which could have a negative impact on your file. So that's very important to take note of as well. So I'm gonna make sure when you add trade lines, you don't add anything less than what you already have on there. So if you got 2, 3 years on there, it would behoove you to add a 3 or 4 better, not a 1 year, 2 years. So whatever you have on there currently, or if you don't have anything on there currently, it doesn't matter. But whatever you have on there currently, make sure the new trade line is older than what you currently have. And I'm going to some trade line mistakes you want to avoid. Okay, what we have here. Do you know a reliable trade line builders who accept trials? Yes, I do. I charge for my fee. I charge a fee for that to connect you with my source. Or if you don't want me to connect you with my source, you can just go through me and I'll charge you a middleman fee. But I charge for the source, but it's a one-time fee. So Thinker 702, there you go. Just call me after the show. I'll connect you with the trade line source. I do charge a fee, so be aware when you call. I only accept Cash App or Bitcoin. Cash App or Bitcoin. And that's mine. If you can read the down below, hit the like notification bell and subscribe, and you'll see my Cash App there. The Church of Money is my new Cash App. So this Cash App, when I call you, price, which is not expensive. I'm very reasonable on all my products. Everything I sell is very reasonable. I ain't trying to hit you over the head, get rich off you. I'm trying to help you get rich so we can be rich together. But for my time, which is the most valuable thing that any person can have, is their time. I charge for my time because I'm giving from myself to you. And this is free time. So this right here, these videos I do, that's free. You don't need me if you follow the video. Or if you call me, then that's my time. You're on my time then. So here it is. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, Cash App, Super Chat, all that good stuff. So trade line mistakes to avoid. Make sure you don't make these errors when you buy trade lines. Having a credit freeze or fraud alert on this will prevent any new trade lines from posting. So please do not have any of those things on your credit report that will prevent your trade lines from posting. So make sure you don't have any of that. You want to make sure that your trade lines post, so you won't have any issues. Make sure the trade lines post. Not ordering the trade line far enough in advance of the reporting date, and that's a lot of people do that. They call me, the trade line is taking too long to post. That's why I don't middleman anymore, because sometimes trade lines take 30 days to post. Depends on your statement date. So if you selected a trade line that was way out on the statement date, then that has nothing to do. That's something to do with you. Possibly should have selected one that was a little more closer to when you needed it. Most time people need trade lines. They want trade lines, and they needed them 3 months ago, and now they're in a rush to get them on the file. Should have started 3 months ago. So you start on time, you do things on time. You ain't got to be rushing to do it. So if you do things in haste, then it's usually gonna not work out well. Time, be patient, be diligent, and discipline. Those ducks will fall in order properly. Since processing the order and adding the trade line to your account takes time, the order must be placed by the specified purchase by date in order for us to guarantee that the trade line will post in the next reporting period. You hear that? So make sure you get them in ones when you need them, and you don't need them tomorrow, and you got the money today. You need it to only file tomorrow. Don't work that way. It takes at least 2 weeks for trade lines to report on your credit report, and that's depends on like we're saying, depends on the statement date and purchase date. That's very important. Buying trade lines from banks well. Unfortunately, most banks do not rely report authorized user data. Trade lines has tested virtually every major bank and many small banks and has determined which banks post the most reliably. other trade lines from banks that were confirmed to have extremely low success rate. So be careful with bank trade lines, but this it depends on the vendor. That's why you got a good. You got to worry about the trade lines posting. They give you everything that you need. Touching bands. Thanks, brother, for checking in. Hit that like, subscribe bell, notification bell. Super chat available. Donations available. Appreciate anybody checking in with me, bringing that raw and uncut to you. Tile raw. I seen people, other people, not the gram, but YouTube, stealing from me, and they have larger audiences than me. They thieving. They got titles named after mine. So you coming to the source. The raw and uncut is right here. All those other ones, I don't know what they doing, but they need to stop stealing my title. I'll all from the heart. This is all come from the heart. So I don't know what their motives is, but I was sent. I was sent. I don't know what they would do here to do, but I was sent to give this to you. I could be doing a whole lot of other things, but I had was sent to do this to you for you. So let's get how to choose a good trade line company. Well, that's very hard on your own, and the best way to do that is find someone who's already been down that road and willing to show you. And we're not trying to beat you in the process. That's how you find a true trade line company. It's trial and error. Thank you, B Walls. Thank you, brother, checking in. Please hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, tell a friend, tell a family, check in with me. Appreciate it. But yeah, let's get back to it. I'm gonna go and read it anyway, just to give you a head, let you hear. When browsing trade lines for sale, only use platforms that are reliable and reputable. I secure online transactions. I agree. And the company that I deal with, they've been around almost 20 years. They only accept direct deposit. So if they take your money, you can go to that same bank, tell them, give my money back. That company is a lie, is a cheat, is a stealer, a thief. They stole my money. I want action against them. So that's a recourse. So if a lot of the trade line companies, you can't do that, then I wouldn't give my money to them. That's the best way. You can walk in the bank. They got an account set up with that bank. And if that bank deemed that they're being a fraud, that bank will close their account and issue your funds back. Or in the event you just didn't like the service, but you'll have to prove that they didn't live up to their standards. Get your money back that way too. So, but you want to be honorable in your dealings with everyone. So you're not honorable, then you're probably gonna get a lot of dishonorable things happen to you along your path. Might win for a minute, but it's always gonna come back and bite you in the ass. Guaranteed. So you don't waste your money on poor quality trade lines that fail to post, or trade lines that are expensive. Unfortunately, there are a lot of dishonest companies out there, so it can be hard to know who to trust. I agree. And I'm not telling you to trust me. That's why I don't sell trade lines, just give you the source. Companies that's reputable, that I know. I put my stamp of approval on that. I will do that. So I will definitely do that on the companies that I deal with. So starting your credit journey, trade lines are the foundational building blocks of credit. Unfortunately, for many people, it can be difficult to start building credit because often it takes credit to get new credit. That's what the Church of Money is here for. We alleviate all the headache in the process of getting you credit because it's not as hard as you think. It takes a little. That's all it takes to get it to get good credit. It takes a little bit of discipline. That's it. 6 to 12 months worth of discipline can change your direction and course of where you're going. If you just be steadfast in the initial parts of getting your credit repaired or your CPN, just whatever you're doing to help you. You be steadfast and it won't be an issue. You'll start out with your secure cards, add you some trade lines, make series of payments over six months. The secure cards will turn into unsecured loans, and then the unsecured loans will turn into bigger loans. It's kind of like robbing Peter to pay Paul. I hate to say it, but that's kind of like what it is. That's how the system is actually set up. The government make money out of thin air, and then the banks issue that money from that thin air. They have what they call quantitative easing. Quantitative easing. What that means is they can print money limitlessly, whatever. They don't never have to stop. It never goes out. What happens is the dollar decreases in value. The goods will cost more. They'll keep pumping the money out. More for hamburger. You'll pay more for chicken. You'll pay more for a car. You'll pay more because they keep putting more. The more money they put in society, the worse it is. So that's the trade lines. Let me see if I got anything else. So yeah, that's the key, man. Clean that credit. Clean that credit. Clean that credit. So if you have any questions, please tap a question or down on the thing. I'll answer your question right now. I really have nothing else to talk about. I just wanted to go into trade lines, and if you got a question, I can read the question and spell it back to the rest of the church. Give it back rest of the church. Let me see if I can find any more information on trade lines. But that's trade lines right there. How to use them, how to add them, and you got the source is me. If you need a good source, a good reputable source, you can come to me and definitely take care of you, get you in the right direction. And we can get this 750 score popping, get you 800 score, 750 score, get you a new house, get you a new business, change your whole life. Show you how to do affiliate marketing, things that can increase that revenue. You want at least 5 to 6 streams of income. You don't have 5 or 6 streams of income coming in, and especially in today's time, you lacking. And I'm talking about 5 or 6 good incomes from not out here in the streets taking penitentiary chances. Because really, you don't have to take no penitentiary chances no more. You just gotta you get into these computers, man. Get into this motherfucking laptop. Get into that laptop. Get into your phone. Search, research. Put your plans together. Put your play together. Whatever it is. It's just that hard. It's just that simple. I said it's just that hard. It's just that simple. Thank you, brother. Touching bands, take it. Yes, sir. Because it's not hard, man. Just thing to do, I would say clean that credit. Get a copy of your credit report. All 3 bureaus. Circle what's derogatory. Write a letter to each company. Write one to the credit bureau. Write one to the furnisher of the credit reporter. Get that removed. Once you get it removed, while you're waiting to get it removed, add you some secure cards on there. Citibank secure card, Open Sky secure card. If you're SSN, Add Capital One, add Discover. If you're SSN, these are secure cards I'm referring to. So add those on your file while you're cleaning your credit. So in the 3 months that it's going to take to clean your months of new history reporting on take two new cards. So by that third month, the derogatory accounts that came off. Now you got the two positive accounts showing for 3 months. Now you can add the trade lines because you got you some credit history. You got your little credit history from the new secure cards. Add two AUs on there. For right there with a little bit of, not much history, but a little bit of history. And then the history from the AUs, that'll get you an automobile. That'll get you a couple decent loans. Get that, or well, my favorite thing to do is not use the personal credit at all. Just use it as a personal guarantor for my LLC. So I would just establish me a new LLC, new bank account, sign on, keep rocking with that for about 6 months. Start opening up me credit card accounts, business credit card account, as me being the personal guarantor. That's it. That's all. Just like that. But you definitely need to get prepared. And also, hey, you got the $10,000 EIDL grant available. Please go get that. You don't have to pay the money back within almost 2 years. So they got the EIDL is still available to the end of the year. So you got 2-3 weeks to go get 10,000. So go to get your EIDL grant, get up to 10,000, $1,000 per employee. But there's no documentation that you have to present. Just have, if you want to get the whole 10, you're gonna need 9 employees, including yourself. Make the 10th one. That's 1,000 per person equals 10,000. Just make sure that if they come asking for documentation, you got part-time employees that work for you. They don't have to be full-time; they can be part-time. So, but you can have up to $10,000 within the next 3 to 5 days. It only takes, it's that fast. The application is 1-page application. Fill it out. Boom. Wait, put your bank account information in there, and they'll let you know through approved or not. Most people are approved. No documentation. So that's an easy 10K right there. Then there's other grants. You just got to do your research. There's money out here, people. There's money out here. There's money out here that they're giving away right now through grants. Home Depot giving money away. Well, there's a few other places. A few other companies that are giving money away. They're giving money away for housing. Have a place to stay. They got housing vouchers, grant housing vouchers available. Grab that if you don't have a place to stay. They got clothing grants. All you gotta do is research these things, people. Ain't no excuse for nobody being broke. If you want to be broke, that's on you. That means you sitting around about to do what I love to do, but I do it. Me searching for paper. So light it up. So it's not hard, man. It just, like, I'm gonna repeat it again. I gave you the form. Every video I give you the formula. Clean the credit. Add secure cards while you're cleaning the credit. Two secure cards, two trade lines. As I just mentioned from the script I read, you want at least 2 years or more on each trade line, preferably Like I explained earlier, you want them to have them tiered. You don't want to have two of the same, a 5,000 Capital One and a 5,000 Citibank. No, you want a 5,000 Capital One and a 2,000 Citibank. And have them tiered. And that'll give you a $7,000 utilization. If I go back, you divide that, 7,000 divided by 2 is 3,500. So that's a utilization of 3,500. That's what we'll report on the credit report. And if it was history, it would be the same thing. You got a 5-year card, 2-year card, 10-year card. That's 17 years. And there's 3 accounts. And you divide that 17, and that'll give you your utilization on the history. That'll give you your average age of history. That's your average age of account when you do it that way. So you do that. You got your 4 accounts. 750. After that, you should be at 750. Pick the right trade lines, right history. That's 750 score. Let it marinate for a while. Just don't run out there once you get to 750. Just don't run out there and see what happens. Let that, if you can, sit for a minute. Let it sit for about 6 months, a year. Let that bank account, that LLC, and that LLC bank account sit for a year. That's gonna be the best year. You might be broke that whole year, but that you're gonna go from shit to sugar overnight. You do it exactly like I say. Take your time, 6 months, 12 months. Keep paying a little bit at a time on those secure cards. They're gonna turn over in 6 months. Secure cards turn over in 6 months to unsecured. The bank gonna say you've been doing. We're gonna turn this over to you unsecured. They won't call while I'm on live. Why you call when I'm on live? That don't make sense. You know I'm on live because you will call. Call me after. Why are you calling me while I'm on live? That don't make no sense. That's kind of rude. You know what I mean? It's kind of rude. I'll get back with them. But that's it. I appreciate everybody tuning in. And that was just wanted to give you a little game on trade lines. And hope they work good for you. They work wonders for me. Successful. Right now, it's going to be, you better get it together because when Biden gets in here, I know many of y'all probably voted for him. When he gets in here, if you don't have a business, you're going to be struggling. You got to have a business under the Biden administration. Everybody got to have a business under the Biden administration. All so-called black people, please get you a business under the Biden administration so you can all those tax advantages that they're not going to give up. But by you having a business, you'll still be able to eliminate a big tax burden that's about to come. And by you operating out of a business, you can eliminate a lot of those taxes. Your home that you stay in, you can be able to write some of that off. Your car expenses, you can write those off. Each room, if you have 3 LLC, each room can be used for that business and you can write that off. So the whole payment of your house expense will be written off. Utilities written off. All those things you can write off if you know how to set it up right. That's why I'm encouraging you. Get that LLC, man. Get that LLC for real. So you can eliminate what's about to come down the pipeline. I can't tell you about nothing about what to do about the vaccination. I don't know. Run. That's all I can tell you about the vaccination. Run. But wait, let the guinea pigs go first. Let all the guinea pigs go first. But me, I'm dodging it fire as much as I can, as long as I can. But eventually, every man, woman, and child will be vaccinated. But we're gonna run as far as long as we can, far as we can, to try to stay out their hands. That's why another reason I encourage you to start an LLC, because that kind of hides you from view. As long as you keep using your SSN on a personal scale, the powers that be will always know where you at. But if you use it through your LLC, you kind of can stay out the way, and you use different protections to secure your name, different trusts, so you don't have to be known. Your business is on. You won't have to be known that you own this business, that business, or whatever business. You don't want nobody to know you. When people know you got money, what they do is come after you. They want to sue you for any little thing. They know you got paper. But they don't. That's right. The brother said it'll stay away from the vaccine. Stay away. But you only can run so far, brother. You only can pay $700 for my kids exempt in 2009. Now it's too late. No vaccine for them 3 autoimmune disorder got. Run in your family. You gotta run in your family. Reverend Ike has a great quote. I love his quote. Person said, the boogie woogie flu run in my family. Well, he said the boogie woogie flu is gonna stop right here. That's when it runs out of my family. Black people always say that. It run in the family. You go, so-and-so had this, so-and-so, it run in the family. Well, this is where it stopped. That's the power of you. That's the power of God in you. See, now I'm getting into the spiritual aspect of things. That's where the power of you come in. That's where all that stuff stops. With you. You the power. You the essence. You can make it happen any way you want, good or bad. You are the author of good or bad. So you the God and the devil. You can do the good or you can do the bad. I done did them all. Because it's all relative. What's good and bad is what's relative. That's where a lot of people head. It's not what's described in scriptures. It's what's inscribed in your heart. That's what's good or bad. A bad decision is one that you think is bad, not what somebody else say is bad. A bad decision is one that you believe to be bad. You know what's good, you know what's bad, because your heart would tell you that. Your soul would tell you that. You ain't gonna feel good about a choice you made. That's a personal feeling. You know, not what they say is this, that, this. You can't do that. You can do this, you can't do that. It's you. You could do whatever you want to do. Now, they have consequences for certain actions, but you still got the freedom to do those actions. But the other side have consequences for those actions. So you got to be willing to deal with the consequences, whatever your actions are. Because like I said, you have the freedom to do whatever you want. That's freedom is yours. Nobody can take that from you unless you allow them to take it from you. So it's up to you. You want to be free or a slave. But once again, there are consequences for all choices made. So when you make those choices, you better be conscious and be ready to deal with whatever decision that you came up with. And that's real tough. So that's how cowards are born. A coward, he look at it and say, shit, I can't whoop that nigga, so I'm just gonna go the other way. Cower out. Instead of confronting it head on, So it's choices, man. It's all about choices. Let me post this, brother. Posted something here. I'll post it up here that y'all read it. If you want an exempt from the doctor, you got to have 3 autoimmune disorders that run in your family. Diabetes count. Look into it. Look into it. Cali, too late though. December 23rd, they made eliminated exempts. Here's the thing about that, man. Some people are gonna be able to be exempt, but 98% of the people, you're not gonna be able to use the religious exemption. Those things. You're gonna get vaccinated, no matter what you present. I'm a big constitutionalist. I'll show you my constitution right now. Keep it with me all the time. Get your authenticated copy of your constitution of your state. So I keep mine with me all the time. It's an authentic copy of the Michigan Constitution. But they about to throw those in the garbage. All your constitutional protections, they've been violating them forever. Now they really shitting on them. So all the constitutional protections that we once had, they about to get rid of those. So just get the money. Just get the money. That's all I can really tell you, because that's it. That's all that's really left. There's nothing really else to do but is try to make as much money as you can and protect your friends and family, your loved ones. Because right now, the future, what we going into, y'all people don't want to, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all been shooting y'all been shooting everything out here. Everything but getting prepared for what's about to take place. I'm trying to help y'all get prepared. See, you can stand, maybe, I don't know, get the LLCs, do something productive, learn something, how to do something. Because job market, that shit gonna be gone, people. It's gonna be very few jobs for a lot of y'all, man. Keep it 100 with you. It's gonna be very few jobs. You don't know how to create no job like I do. Create your own money, or create your own resources, come up with your own plan. Stuff for you. Real tough. Time, you got about 4 weeks to really kick it and drive. You got about 4 weeks to start kicking shit and drive. And after that, it's gonna be rough. You're gonna be like this forever from now on. I don't care, even with the thing they giving you, you're gonna still have to do that. It's gonna the game has changed. Life has changed. What you thought from 2019, that's all over. It's over. It's a wrap, Jack. Relish the moments. Play back your old your old tapes in your phones and your old videos from the past, because that's what it's gonna be like. That's a memory. Real talk. That's a memory. So get used to it. Get used to what you're going through right now, because we got more of it to come. You better learn how to play the game from the sidelines, like I do. Being out there in the world, hitting the club, hitting the mall online now. The club, private event. So get used to smaller groups, because that's what's happening. The play is, you can't have all you getting together with all the new information that's available to you at your fingertip. See, the information was spread too fast. They had to slow it down. Y'all was learning too much. Y'all in the game for what it is. So they had to slow us down. Everybody. That's how they. This story's been told countless times. They put it in movies for you to see. But nobody believed those movies until now you in the movie. You're part of the movie. So get your bread. You need Bitcoin. You need gold. You need silver. You need Federal Reserve notes. You need water. Oh, don't forget that. That's right. Better stack up your water now. I want y'all to Google right now. Google. Water is going to be on the commodities. Yes. Water will be traded on the commodities exchange. So you know what that means? Next is going to be air. See that movie? I think it was Tip. Chris Tucker was in the movie. He played the little faggot, little, excuse my language, played the little, you know, you can't even say certain things no more, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Air in there. Flint don't even have water. That's my hometown. That's why I was born and raised, Flint. So buy you some water, buy the pallet. Look on Amazon. You can buy waters by the pallet. It's not that expensive right now. So y'all just thinking for today, tomorrow, and next year. But you need to start thinking 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now. F today, F tomorrow, F next year. Start planning for 5 years, 10 years. If you plan on being around, I plan on being around. So shit. You need to start planning today for 5 years. Most businesses fail within 3 to 5 years. So you got to have your structure together, man. Got to have everything together. You have to have your health, wealth, all those things. Health, wealth, and family. If you ain't pushing that agenda, it's gonna be. They emptied the penitentiaries out so they can refill them back up. Who's gonna be the new occupants of that? Is it you? You? They emptied the penitentiaries so they could fill them back up. Who's gonna be the occupant of that? You. Since most of y'all are young brothers on here that I talk to most time, that mostly call me young black men most of the time, the ones that call me. Y'all the most dangerous. You're the ones that they're coming after. They got me. They took me for 15 years, 20 to 35. So don't be that guy. I'm trying to tell you, you think you slick, think you're hitting licks, getting over, you're winning right now. If you winning, you getting that bag, you got your 100, got your 100K, 50K, stop. Stop. Go do something with that money. Now go to work. Go to work now. What I mean by go to work? Start going to work. Get your hands dirty. Put your plan in the hand, put your plan together, get your hands. Let the 50,000 work. Don't try to get another 50. Don't try to get another 100. Yeah, I got it easy though. I got that first 50 pretty easy. Got that 100 pretty quick. Got that 200 pretty quick. Stop. Stop. Go ahead. Open car lot. Open a restaurant. Cleaners. Something. Do something with the money besides taking it to the club, throwing it in the air. Bill Gates Donald Trump. Who else? Robert Kiyosaki. I'm gonna give you some young motherfuckers. Let me see some young people. Them old white motherfuckers. Young dudes. Kanye. I ain't never seen Kanye. He a billionaire. Kanye don't go to the club and throw it in there in the air. I did it before. I ain't gonna lie. I did it. I'm telling you. Why? Why we do that? To show off to other so-called black men? That's kind of gay, bruh. You trying to impress another man, that's kind of gay, bruh. That's gay, bruh. We ain't here to impress other men. If you trying to impress another man, you kind of gay, bruh. You supposed to do it self-gratification or your children. You don't do it for a woman. You don't do it for a man. You do it to build your home and for yourself. That's it. You don't build wealth to show it off to other poor people. Because the people you showing off to poor too. Them niggas too. Them hoes broke too. Everybody showing off for nothing, man. And the winners keep winning. You looking like you winning, but you losing. I used to think I was winning, but my name never reached the Forbes 400. My name never reached the Forbes 400 list. Those the winners. That's where they keep the tally. They keep the tally of the winners on the Forbes 400 list. If you ain't hit that list, according to the statistics that this world keeps statistics based on how much wealth you have, not about how much spiritual you got, how much Jesus you got, and how much Buddha you got. And no, they go by how much wealth you have. That's the impact that they go by. When your name on buildings all over the world. Those are legacies left. Those monuments people been tearing down. Those are legacies that was left. So if you ain't, the aim of this is to get on the Forbes 100 list. Be one of those families, one of those most important families that's almost untouchable. We used to have that time. We used to be like that. When we had the Moorish Empire, that's how this country was founded, based upon so-called Moors. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just running my jib and y'all listening. My perspective. That's how everybody got their own perspective. I know the end of it all is money, man. That's all it's about. You don't have no money, it's showing us now. Those with the money doing things that's normal. Us who struggling trying to get, look what we gotta fight through. We gotta fight through the mask, we gotta fight through the virus, we gotta fight through everything. Still trying to get the bag. But they getting it from top down. We trying to get up. So it's a fight. And that's why I ain't got no time to waste. If you got time to waste, what you doing? Ain't no time to waste. It's a war going on. Every man need to suit it up. It's a war going on. So if you're in Washington, D.C., and then probably people that have been watching Washington, D.C., go down there with they got the Black Lives Matter thing out there. The people down there is down there fighting, man, over politics, over who gonna, the government fighting, inside the government, they fighting, Democrats, Republicans. Is the election a fraud? Is it not a fraud? Everybody fighting right now. Why they fighting though? We supposed to be getting our play together. Fight, get your play together. So when the shit all settled, when the dust settled, You on top. You got your bag together. You can do what you want to do. Well, you're on the right side of things. Because it's gonna come down to money. It's gonna come down to money. Those with the money gonna be able to just say they're gonna have a lot less hassles than those without. Those with it, better. Those without it, worse. But yeah, man. Hit that like, subscribe bell, like button. Hit that like, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Cash Apps is available. Hit a brother off with a little something. Donate a little something to a brother. Bringing this game to you, certified game. From a lot of pain and struggle. Came here to give it to you. So come on now. Hit that like, subscribe, like, share button, notification bell, Cash App, Super Chat. Even when I ain't on, you can the Church of Money, Cash App. Even when I ain't on, I appreciate it every time, and I'm gonna come and give it to you every time. Right and exact, on point. If there's money to be made, a play to be made about it, I want to see you get it. I ain't gonna hold it like your partner be doing. Your partner be holding it to itself, and he call you his partner. Or your girlfriend, she call you your girlfriend, but she don't let you know where she got the weave wholesaler at. You know how you did? Well, your partner, he don't let you know to play how he got 5-6 bands real quick. You know what I mean? Time for a new life. But absolutely. Got to get it together, man. Get your play together. Fix that credit. You got about 3-4 weeks. Get that credit together. 2021 is coming upon us. You want to be set. You want to get together for 2021. It's gonna be rough, man. You thought 2020 was a struggle. 2021 ain't gonna be no better. Can't you tell now? 2020 was great for me. 2021 gonna be even better. Most people struggle 2020. I ain't take the PPP money. I ain't take none of their money they gave. I had a great 2020. And I think a lot of you all contributed to that. Those great processes I gave y'all. So I appreciate. I'm humble for that. I'm thank you for that. Not humble in the sense that I'm weak. Humble in the sense that I'm appreciative. Let me put that in there because a lot of people say humble means so and so, but I'm telling you I'm appreciative. That's the humbleness that I'm speaking of. Got question. Okay, let's see. Still trying to score that pound of. Maybe I ain't gonna post that. Just call me, bro. Call me, man. Call me, bro. Okay, I'll answer my phone. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, I ain't gonna answer while I'm on live, though. I ain't gonna answer while I'm on live. I'm giving myself to the people right now. People in my church. It's the real church. Other churches, they took money. They take money from you. They don't give you nothing in return. You can't even go to the church and say, I need this place to stay for the night. Can I sleep on one of the benches inside the church? I just donated $1,000 for the whole. I'm going hard times right now. Can I sleep on this bench right here? Church gonna tell you, man, if you don't get out of my church, if you don't get out of here, we don't have no spaces for that. I just been donating. We don't have no spaces for that. Those places and buildings are not meant for your spirit. The God is in you. That's the temple. That's the church is inside of you. That's the church. Listen to the words of Yeshua. with Jesus, as some people say. He tell you where it's at. It's within. And if you roll with God, the God in you, you never lose. Never. So learn that. The human wonderful is the God in you. And you stay true to that, that's forever winning, baby. Forever winning. No matter what the situation is, good or bad. Because life gonna have some bad. So it ain't all be good. That's how you develop your character, through the bad. You don't develop your character through the good if your character come through the bad. So if you're going through hard time struggle right now, embrace it. I know that shit hurt. Embrace it though. So I'm about to get out of this. Right now today, I'm about to get out of this position. About to put my thinking cap on, put on my big boy pants, big girl pants. I'm about to go ham out here on the in the business world. That's really what it's about that. Whatever it is, I rake leaves. If you rake leaves or whatever, be the best at that shit. Excuse my language. Be the best at it. There's a market for the best at anything. Be the best at it, man. Learn your craft so you can get your math. Subscribe button, notification bell, super chat, cash app, all of that stuff. Light up one if you got it. Put one in the air. Put one in the air. I got this. Tell your mom it's rich. I have the student loan process for. It's not an overnight process. Student loans take about 6 to 9 months to be removed off your credit report. But if you stay diligent with my process that I sell to you, she get that removed. And right now, Biden you may not even have, but it's gonna be about maybe a year. But they're talking about eliminating student loans, which is not fair to those who had to pay over all these years. Now they said they're gonna eliminate everybody else's, but you had to pay yours, but they don't have to pay theirs. That's kind of hard. That's kind of bold. But people don't look at it that way. They look at it the other way. Oh, you gonna eliminate my student loans? They don't think about other people who paid for 10, 20 years, $100,000, $200,000, and now you get to say, I ain't got to pay mine. So they should give up people the money back then, right? All the people who did pay, they should give their money back. That's how I see it. And if you get to go for free and you took bold courses and classes that don't make no money, and now you want to get them, you didn't do what you supposed to do in school. Now you want somebody to defer or eliminate them. Nah, man, that ain't right. Unless they eliminate theirs and get them their money back, then it's right. Because anybody who paid his student loans, all that for 10 years, I had my nephew graduate from college, still paying student loans. Graduate, he 30 something, and he graduated about 20 something, and he probably just, that's about 10 years. That ain't right. That you get to get out of there. Nope, you pay. That's how I see it. You may not see it that way. Just look in the description. Call me. I don't quote prices over the live or anything like that. Text me after you get off the live, or call me either way or email me. All of my everything's in the description below. After the live stream, everything's in the description below. It's there already, probably. I think I put it up. I don't know if they show it or not while you're on the live, but it's there. I think it is. I think they do show it. But I appreciate everybody checking in. I'm gonna stay on a few minutes longer. At least finish this here with y'all. You got a question? You can shoot a question out in the comments section. Maybe I can answer it. Maybe I can't. If I can't, I'll tell you I don't know. But if I know, I'll say it. And please, 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 hit that notification bell, cash out, subscribe. Trade lines, what you miss about the trade lines, just went over how to use them and everything. Please go back, watch the beginning of the video. It's Rich. That'll help me. If y'all also, you don't want to donate to me while I'm on, at least when you do watch the videos, let the commercials play. Could you do that for me, brother? Let the commercials play. I do like to get paid for my time. So in one way or the other, I want to get paid for my time. So you can let your family and friends know. Let the commercials play. At least one. We're working to become rich again. So as I'm making you all rich, you can at least help me become okay. Many of you are gonna take the ball and run with it. And I want to see everybody. I want to see a new competing Rap Snacks. You know, the brother James Lindsay has the Rap Snacks, so we need another company with another brand of chips come along. He making a great impact with his. I remember he started in the liquor stores. He was just in liquor stores. Now he's on shelves in Myers and Kroger's and Walmart. Brothers he didn't expand. He's doing great things, and that's what I'm talking about. He chips sell out of the trunk of his car. Got with the brother Master P, and now they may be worldwide. Now I know they're nationwide, so that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it, man. That brother stays to the grind, stay networking. He's doing his thing. That's what the same thing, man. Let's get it. That's what we here, Church of Money. That's what the Church of Money's here for, to bring you to trying to wear no big chains and show. I ain't bought all the big chains. Mr. T, look, that don't mean you got money. How do we know all those big chains are real? Because you got them on, because who you supposed to be. Don't let the facade fool you, is what I'm saying. We building wealth, not shit. We building wealth. And wealth takes time. It's not built in one night. Like they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. Y'all want to trade and change your dynamics? You got to change the way you think. Change the way you think. Things will change around. Positive thinking begets positive results. Positive action begets positive results. Real spill. Yeah, this one. Shit. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Let's get it, people. Let's get it. Let's get it. I appreciate y'all checking in. You're now tuned in. Greatest financial genius there is. You have now tuned in with the greatest financial genius there is. Does that mean that I should have mega riches? Could mean that. Could not mean that. It's all relative once again. What I may want may not be, but what I want for you is to get your mind right. I want you to get your mind right. That's what I want. If you learn how to make money the right way, first, you don't even have to have clean credit to make money. That's another thing. You get so many hustles that you can do. I'm gonna give you a few. Buy clothes, things off of China website since it's still available. Buy those clothes and things, man. Resell that stuff. Offer up, let go. Macari. It worked. I have some items over here that I've listed on there. So sell those things, man. I'll give y'all the pallet business. There's the diet. There's all the medical supplies. They test strip, diabetic test strips. People buy and sell those. Those sell $150 retail. People buy them on the street, $20. If you got some, I'll buy them. Send them to me. Anybody that has diabetic strips in the box, still sealed, unopened, I'll buy them from you. $20 a box. Send them to me. I'll send you Cash App. We Cash App you the money. I buy diabetic strips. I advise you to buy them. I have this. You need to learn about it. I'll tell you about it. Teach you about it. But that's money. That's another hustle you can do. And they give them to people who are diabetics free. So the excess that they have, you buy it from them. And then you resell it in the open market. There's many, many ways to get money, people. Many, many ways to get money. Affiliate marketing, clickbank is another way. But anything you do is going to take some effort. No money falling into your lap. That's the only money that is. I think I gave you that one earlier. The SBA has a 10K grant. They have a 10K grant that you can call and get. Online, type it up. EIDL loan. They still have the EIDL loan. It's going to be continued to the end of the year. 10 up to 10,000 you can receive. You want free money? There it is. You don't have to pay that back. Got about 2 years before you even start asking you to pay it back. And at that time, you didn't. Clickbank. Just call me, man. Call me, Sweet Tea. Yep. No problem. So I've been doing that. I do a little clickbank. I do a little bit of everything. That's why I tell you, got to have more. You got to have 5 sources of income. You don't have 5 sources of income. You're not grinding. You're not grinding. If you only got one source, sell women's hair. Sell weave. Better quality than they have here that you see. The weave is at a good price too. But resell the weave. You can buy $200-$300 worth of weave, $500 worth of weave. Resell it. If you make 20% off of that, that's $200. $700. Take the $700, go buy $700 more worth of weave. Sell it. Or take the $700, put your tax on it, 20%. 20% is great profit margin. Most businesses have a profit margins of about 3 to 5%. So if you make 20%, 30%, whatever, but you should at least want to make 20%. You can get 50 to 100%, double your money on it. Great. Take that money. Don't spend it in nothing. take it, double it up again. You keep doubling it. You just keep, that's how when I sold crack as a child at 17, 16, 17 years old, I became a kilo dealer just by doing that formula right there. Taking my money, not spending any of it. When I got it, I took it, put it back into my product. And then I sold that, took that money, put it back into my product. I kept doing that until I got to a kilo. Then I got to 2 kilos, 3 kilos, and I stopped. I felt comfortable at 3. So now at 3, I just stopped. That was enough. And I just started making money off the 3 every week, every week, every week. And that was good. Then I went to prison. 15 years. So that was bad. But that's how you do it. So erase all that other bull crap out. Just keep the formula. Put the money back into your product. And let it turn. Building more cash flow until you get to the point of cash flow where you're comfortable. If you're never comfortable, keep Amazon all the money back into their company for at least 10 years. Jeff Bezos reinvested every dime back into his company for 10 years. And now, guess what? Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world. On paper, as they say. He's number one. Because he put all his money back into his company. Bought somebody else's company that will help his company even grow larger. He was eating up the competition. I'm familiar with that philosophy. You eat up your competition. So you want to expand. So the way to expand, I'll buy you out. Your block over here doing 10. I want my people over there. We buying you out or you're going to have to move out. We're going to rough you out of this spot. That's what Jeff Bezos did in a legal way. That's what he did in a legal way. Muscled them out. I'm going to either make you fold or you going to sell to me. So, get it. Get it. Keep doubling it. It's a lot of hustles, man. You get you a steady stream of cash flow, get your credit great. Then find 5 to say 8 more people just like you. Y'all guys form a corporation. Ooh, then y'all develop a hell of a plan because y'all all worth about $250 or $500 a piece. Got a lot of credit and different business backgrounds together. Boom, gold mine. Gold mine. Gold mine. So that is a common strategy. Not hard at all. It just takes discipline. That's why I see a lot of us lack. We lack discipline, man. We don't have it. Got a short term for certain things, some small things that we want, but for the long term, we fall asleep at the wheel. We good for a little short term goals, most of us. That's about fire. And we get comfortable in that little spot there. And teams, that's right. You gotta create teams. Teams. Sweet T say teams. Yes, sir. Gotta create teams, just like NFL teams, NBA teams. Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it, Sweet T. Yeah. Start to finish. Teams, man. Create those teams. And leave the suckers alone who ain't talking about building a team. If you start presenting this information to people around you, your friends and family, and they ain't receptive to it, get away from it. Get away from it. If they ain't trying to build with you, find people who will build with you. Get away from those people. If they comfortable, and they comfortable with their lifestyle, and you trying to build something, you ain't gonna go nowhere around no people. You're only as good as the people you're around. I'm gonna repeat that. You're only as good as the people you're around. So find you some good people to be around who think like business mind. Like if you think in business, that's my whole show is about business and money. It's none about nothing else. I give you life along the way with that because you enjoy yourself when you get the money. You don't want to be effed in the game from the money. You want to know how to manage yourself with the money. You don't want to eat yourself to death, drink yourself to death, or a lot of opulence yourself to death. You want to know how to manage all of that. You got to manage the wealth. You got to manage the wealth along the way. And at the same time, let it grow. So, man, that's it. I ain't going to bore you all no more. I appreciate you. I'm going to repeat it again. Please hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, Cash App, Super Chat. I greatly appreciate all those things. If you could, you would. And I'll see you guys in the future. Peace to the gods.